The National Broadcasting Company presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right. Heart. 2, 3, 4. Right. 2, 3, 4. Halt. 1, 2. I said halt. 1, 2. All right, now let's have all our musical instruments, please. I want to check them all in. It's been a grand parade, and we don't want any trouble. Now, let's see. Here's the glockenspiel. Wow. My feet are killing me. I wouldn't dare admit it, though, because I led the parade. But I'll tell you something. You know, rabbits are constructed to hop. And if you're constructed to hop, just try it sometime, trying to walk several miles. Well, you folks who are constructed to walk, try hopping for several miles. You'll know just about what it's like. All righty, let's have everything ready now. All right, that's Bill. Good, drum. Check. You were very good, too. Where's your trumpet? Good, fine. That was just grand. Oh, my, weren't you grand on Stars and Stripes? My. Francis, how about your musical instruments? We're checking them in.
Oh, fine.
Better put that in your little velvet case.
Here you are, Fletch.
Oh, thank you. Francis, I'll tell you, you were wonderful.
Well, you were magnificent.
Well, I'm awfully sorry we had to put you two paces behind everybody, but the way you were working out on the trombone, really, you clipped Madam Ooglepuss a couple
Well,
there.
I know it. It's a very difficult instrument to play with someone directly in front of you.
Well, it's very, very dangerous, really. I'll put it in now. Will you help check for me, Francis? Now,
Sure.
we got the bass drum here and the glockenspiel.
All right.
And,
That's 3.
pardon me. Now, let me see. We got everything. I want to wear, the flags. Got to have the flags.
Well, where would they be?
I don't know. I haven't seen them anywhere.
Would you like me to take these over and
Well,
put them
would
in
you
the...
would you put them away for
Well,
me?
sure.
Now, let me see. Who was it? Jack, no, you didn't have the... Jack, you did admirably with the piano.
Well, thank you very much. It wasn't easy.
No. Those straps certainly were strong, weren't they?
Yeah.
Gracious sakes. Well, it was certainly nice of you to bring it. Certainly appreciate it. Now, let me see if we've got everything. Oh. Hello, dear. Beulah Witch. I had forgotten who had flags. Well, I'm certainly glad they're here. So am I. I'm glad I'm here. Wow, I'm beat. I'm just beat. I'll tell you, I'm used to riding a broomstick. But that marching, that's just too much for me. I'm hungry, too. What do we got to eat? Well, I don't know. Francis, what's in the icebox?
Well, we're going to have just...
I'll take them.
Hello, Beulah.
Hello, dear.
You hungry, dear?
Oh, Star.
We're going to have some potato salad and some cold chicken.
Oh, that sounds good.
And sandwiches.
Good. I like
and,
that.
Some
Liver
coleslaw.
sausage?
Well, you can have it if you like. I have some.
I like some liver sausage.
Okay. You were wonderful today, Beulah.
Who's that?
Wow.
You're tired.
Can't see anything.
I don't think that's the type hat for you,
Oh,
Ollie.
it's too tight. The chin strap's too tight.
I know it. It's a shame. You look very handsome in it, though.
I'm pretty old, Beulah, honestly. Put it over my other eye. There.
Makes,
I'm going to take it off.
makes a good sunshade.
Yeah, wow. Wasn't it fun, the parade?
Oh, it was just wonderful.
Oh, it was fun. It's kind of hard on your feet, though.
Well, it is, but then it doesn't happen very often.
Yes, I know. Well, I'm going to settle down for a quiet evening.
Why don't you go and rest for a little while,
I'm
Beulah?
going to settle down after we have dinner. I'm going to have a quiet evening, read television forecast. I'm quite... Say, did you know they're celebrating their 4th birthday today?
Really?
Our good friends here in Chicago
Well,
TV forecast.
happy day to them.
Yeah, well, I got my new copy. Someone sit down.
May I see it when you're finished?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Whew. Hey, Franny, did you see the different people on the parade?
Oh, it was a wonderful parade.
Yeah, but did you see the band from Oggnoggin, Indiana?
That was a band?
Did you hear them play?
Oh, was it horrible?
Oh, I don't think it was the band.
Oh, it was awful.
Oh, it was the small town.
Well, I know it is.
I wonder.
And lucky for them, or for us, rather, that it's a small band.
Well, I suppose
They
so.
played real loud.
I didn't expect to see them up in our parade here in Chicago.
Well, I didn't either. I was a little surprised, but they must have been invited.
Yeah, they must have been. I wonder where Mrs. Ogg is.
I
Or
don't know.
was. I didn't see her in the parade at all, did you?
I've never met her.
That's right, you never have.
No, I'd like to sometime.
Like to what?
Meet Mrs. Ogg.
Parade's over. Take off your hat. Say a while.
Mrs. Ogg, why? Is she here?
Well, the band from Oggnoggin was here.
She's here. I'll lead. Oggnoggin band? I didn't see that.
Oh, you were up in
Sure.
front leading. Of course you couldn't see it. They were marching right. One place where we were going down the street, they were turning the corner, and I saw the big sign on their drum.
Oggnoggin,
Oggnoggin.
Indiana.
Well, Mrs. Ogg couldn't be here. Could she? I hope not.
Well, I don't know why she couldn't, but I have seen her.
I like Mrs. Ogg. I mean, she's... Well, I can't say that I like her. Yes, I can say that I like her.
She sounds wonderful.
But you've never met her, have
No.
you? Well, we'll have to arrange that
I wish
sometime.
you would.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Gee whiz, maybe I could go out in the street and look for her. Maybe she's still marching somewhere.
Well, why don't you do that?
Ollie,
Oh, no, after all, we've had a hard day.
today is kind of a tough day. Why don't we just have our potato salad and our cold cuts and have a nice, quiet evening and just let Walnut alone, because if Mrs. Ogg comes, you know how she is.
Shall I go and fix the thing?
Would you?
Sure. You real hungry?
Yeah.
Fine.
You're pretty good. Enjoyed marching with you. You're pretty good drum major.
Thank you. You're a pretty good marcher yourself.
Thank you. See you later. Boy, I'm starved. I got time to take a shower?
I think so.
Great. Dolores, get out of the shower.
She's always in there, honest. Well, put them away until the 4th of July. The next parade for the Kukla. Oh, somebody knocking at the door, Josh?
Sounded that way, too.
Who would be knocking at the door? They usually use the bell. Oh, it's probably nobody at all.
Hoo-hoo! Anybody home? Anybody home?
Huh?
Miss Dragon? Oh, Miss Dragon. Oh, how do you do? I'm Miss Ogg, Miss Ed Ogg, from Oggnoggin, Indiana. And I met Miss Dragon in the parade today, and she told me that her son had a big television show. I want to make as many appearances on the television and the radio as I can while I'm in town.
Miss Ogg,
And so I just thought I'd come up here and see what I could do here. Is her son around anywhere?
well, I believe we've met, Mrs. Ogg. I'm Kukla.
Oh, yes. Well, I thought I saw you someplace before, but I wasn't too sure where it
Oh,
was.
just turn around, Mrs. Ogg. It's,
Nobody out there.
well, no, I just meant, well, it's certainly nice to see you, Mrs. Ogg.
Well, it's just awful nice to be here.
Why don't you turn around and be a little more comfortable?
Well, there's a fellow there with a big, strong light. I don't think I want to stand out there and look. What I'd like to do is to see Mr. Dragon, if it's at all possible. I'll tell you, we've had such a sad experience. We have a band in Oggnoggin, you know.
Well, we saw it
Did you
today.
hear
You're
it?
in the parade. We wondered why you were up here.
Well, we came up because we're trying to drum up a little business for the
Oh,
band.
I see.
We had a fire.
Oh,
And the bird-
instruments burning?
Instruments and the uniforms.
Yeah.
And the only thing we have left in the library is the Blue Danube, which is not the best thing for marching. you
No,
know.
I noticed that
And it's
today.
the only two we've been able to play for the last 3 months. And the only thing that saved us at all was some of the parts is in different keys, so it don't get so monotonous, you know.
Uh-huh. I noticed
So,
today when you went it was a different kind of march.
Yes, it was. But what I thought I'd like to do is we're having a rally.
Oh,
And we're going to raise money, and so we thought if it was at all possible, we'd like to kind of promote things, you know.
Uh-huh.
And Miss Dragon said her son run a television show, and if I wanted to, I could come up and be on it.
well, Ms. Ogg, I hate to tell you, but you're on it right now. This is the show.
Well, she said it was a big show.
Well, it is a big show.
Oh,
it's pretty.
mhm.
It's not big.
Well, I guess it's all the way you look at things, isn't that right?
Well, that's true, Ms. Ogg.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd like to do.
I didn't know that you'd met Mrs. Dragon. She's very.
Oh,
pleasant
yes, she's a
person.
lovely woman, just a
Uh-huh.
lovely woman. She says her son's done real well here.
Oh well.
Some girl, I guess, works for him, and some other little fella, she said, kind of run in once in a while.
Oh, she said that.
Yes, she says he's one of the biggest stars there is in television. Isn't that wonderful?
It's certainly
Have somebody
wonderful.
so successful.
Yes, I wish you'd turn around, Mrs. Ogg, because,
I like to look somebody in the eye when I talk to him.
well, all right.
That's better. Now we're seeing things eye to eye.
Yes, you bet. Well, how's Mr. Ogg?
Oh, Ed's not well at
Oh,
all.
wait.
Not well at all.
Oh, don't get me.
Of course, he's not as bad off as he is sometimes. Sometimes he's miserable.
Jack, did you, who?
Mr. Ogg. Ed, that is.
Jack, have you seen Fran anywhere?
No, I haven't.
You met Mr. Fascinato? Here it is, Mr. Fascinato. He's our bandmaster.
He just plays the piano.
Yeah. Well, what have you got?
Well,
there?
I have a song. Mr. Flugel is our bandmaster, and I wrote this civic song, and he wrote the music to
Oh,
it.
is that so?
And I thought if I
Do
could,
you have company up
I know I've run into him somewhere before.
Well, it's nobody. He's just a stagehand.
Oh. Well, like I was saying, this song kind of tells our civic pride in Oggnoggin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like awful well to sing it if I could.
Well, is this to raise money or?
Yes, to raise money. I'll sell copies at the door as soon as I'm through.
And you wrote this yourself?
I wrote the words,
And Mr. Flugel?
wrote the music.
Bandmaster.
Yeah. Now,
No.
how do you
Here's
do?
the, Mr. Dragon. He's a very fine fellow. And,
Oh, yes. Your mother told me that you had a great, big, wonderful show that I could be on.
Well, grand. Why, come around sometime and I'll.
Well, I don't know when I'll get back, so I may as well make the most of it while I'm here.
yeah, well, I want you to listen to this, Ollie. Give Mr. Fascinato the music. I'm sure he can play it.
Well, now, don't get to going at too great a clip on the piano. I usually do this with the organ. Sometimes on pianos, they get to running away, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He can catch, Jack.
Well, I'm ready anytime you are. Oggnoggin, Indiana is the place I call my home. It's an Indiana paradise from whence I'll never roam. Oggnoggin, Indiana, just a tiny little town, but to every true Oggnoggинite, it's a city of renown. There is no such thing as a stranger. Everybody says hello. There is no such thing as a secret. There is nothing everybody doesn't know. Oh, you'll never find another group of people that compare with the people in Oggnoggin. Everybody is so fair and square.
Well, that was lovely, Mrs. Ogg. Just lovely. And I must tell everybody else.
No, you don't.
Oh, I'm awful glad you liked it.
Your mother told Mrs. Ogg about what a wonderful
Oh,
show
your
you
mother says
have.
you've done so well here.
I will. I know.
No, and she told Mrs. Ogg that you would take care of her and see that she got on all
Yes,
the
she said you
television
knew everybody
shows.
important around
And
here.
why she'd take you all over the studio and everything. And
Well, you and I are just going to go around together a lot the
oh, I
next
think
few
this
days.
is wonderful, Ollie. Really, this will be just a perfect thing, don't you think?
Well, it's perfect as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no, he's glad to do it.
Oh, well, I know he is.
And I wonder if tonight maybe you could kind of help us out just as a starter off on your great career.
Why, sure.
Would you help us say goodnight?
Sure.
At this time, we usually say, you could take Fran's part.
All right.
We said, this is goodnight for Kukla.
From Miss Ogg, Miss Ed Ogg.
Good night.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz, the costume designer is Joseph Lockwood, and the technical director is John Natalie.
And this is...
Miss Ogg, Miss Ed Ogg.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie was brought to you from Chicago by the National Broadcasting Company.